Hello. It is the night before the half marathon. It has taken months to get here, and it's tomorrow. I will hopefully be at the start line in about 12 hours. That is ridiculous. I have spent much of today making sure everything is as prepared as can be for the morning because we're going to have an early start due to the tube strikes, and also making sure I've been eating far more, or at least different things than what I usually would, and also drinking so much water. The weather forecast as of now, I think it's about 22, 23 degrees, but partly cloudy, which is good. 21 at 10, which is when I'm meant to be starting, but then it climbs to 23 by 11. But it is saying partly cloudy, so I'm gonna hold my hope onto that. Game plan for tomorrow is to leave here at 6:45 and then hopefully get to the start just before 9. I'm kind of hoping 8:45, so that I don't stress too much about finding where I need to be. I remember that from the winter run. Even though things were labelled and they were making announcements, it was just not super clear. And based off the instructions for this run, I don't feel like I know exactly where to go and what to do. So I want to just try and get there early so that I'm not stressing about that. But then equally, I'm worried about the public transport. But also, I don't want to leave so early that I'm sacrificing sleep, or I'm already sacrificing sleep, obviously, or that I end up getting there too early. If I get there at, call it 8, I'm going to be spending 2 hours just waiting to run, and that I don't think is going to be good for me. But we'll see how it plays out tomorrow. I'm planning on filming everything on my phone, and therefore I'm also going to timestamp everything for my own sake, but also for anyone else who might be interested, because I've been trying to watch videos and get a good idea of what time people start, and obviously my speed of running will be different to other people's, obviously, but just a good sense of the whole process. Like, at what point am I saying goodbye to Wayne, and then how long am I on my own before starting the run? So I'm going to document it all as much as I can anyway. I also plan to, just like I did for the 10K, dedicate a kilometre to a person or people, and I do plan to document that as well. I knew I wanted to do this anyway, and initially I was going to do it per mile because I didn't know if I had enough people to dedicate to, but I very quickly realised I actually have more than I need, so I'm going to do it for every kilometre. And I think what I would like to do is every kilometre obviously say hi and, say who I'm dedicating the kilometre to, but also say which song is playing so that we have an idea of my playlist. I imagine every kilometre takes me about 2 songs, so there'll probably be 1 song every kilometre that you don't hear, but at least you get an idea and I can look back and see what music got me through. It's just before 9 and I have had some food and I'm really hoping to go to bed. My goal all this time was to go to bed around 9 if I can. I knew it would depend a little bit on Shabbat because that finishes at 8:30 and I knew I wanted to eat. But I feel like more or less everything is in its place as I want it to be. I could maybe have had some more carbs tonight, but I didn't. And it's okay, I'd rather go to bed than make more food and eat it and then go to bed. And I know that over the course of the day, I've had more carb-heavy foods, or at least, I don't know, the foods that they told me I should eat. At the end, later on, I will go through everything I ate from Friday morning until Sunday morning, but that's not for now. I would like to just quickly talk about some of my goals for this run, and I'm not expecting to get all of them. It would be nice to get 1 or 2, but just a few different points at different levels of things that I would like to achieve. So the first one is literally just to cross the finish line. I want to get to the end before the track closes. Theoretically, I've had 4 hours. The practice runs I've done have estimated me at under 3 hours, so I should be okay, but I just want to not, injure myself or get sick or anything like that. I just want to cross the finish line. My next goal, which I have mentioned multiple times already, is to cross to the end of Tower Bridge without stopping to walk. I'm expecting that to be around 13 kilometres, and I do think I can do it. I'm really hoping that the energy will help me, but yeah, I just don't know how I'm gonna fare tomorrow. But that's certainly one of my goals, and actually I'm gonna try, if I can, to station Wayne at the end of Tower Bridge somewhere. So really I'm gonna turn this goal into run at least until you see Wayne, basically. My next goal, which I think is fairly realistic, hopefully, is to finish in under 3 hours. But again, this depends. If I injure myself, if the sun suddenly comes out and it gets to 25 degrees instead of what it's predicted to be, if I trip, if I need the bathroom and there's a long line, any number of reasons, it might not happen. So I've put that on there as a goal. But on from that, if I can finish in 2:45, that's my extreme goal. That's my ultimate goal. That's my like, this is okay if I don't get it because it seems pretty unrealistic, but we're gonna try. It's nice to like have that in the back of my mind. I'm not holding my breath for it though. Similarly, I want to run until 15 kilometers, so a little bit beyond Tower Bridge. And again, I think this is hugely going to depend, well, number one, on elevation, but number two, just on how I'm feeling, the crowds, do I have the energy, the weather, you know, there's so many things, how my legs are, my knees, everything, but it's a goal. It would be nice. And finally, I did also mention this one earlier, any kilometre that I don't run, I would like to run at least half of, so at least 500 metres. I am, as you probably can tell, doing everything in kilometres. They have said that there are going to be kilometre marks, but from what I've seen from past runs, I can only see miles, so I am hoping that they put kilometres in, although I will also be recording on Strava, of course. I think the main thing for tomorrow is that I don't get swept up in the excitement and then set off too fast, because I can absolutely see that happening, and then that I burn out too quickly. So I really need to, I've been good about starting slow whenever I do my training runs, so I just need to be really strict with myself about go slower than everyone else around me. And I'm really gonna try to not look at or pay attention to pacers. There's gonna be people with flags of like 2.5 hours, 2:45, 3, and I want to not be focused on that because that will, I think, sort of disrupt my flow. I've had so many lovely messages, and I just spoke to my parents, or to my father and grandparents as well, and I had a lovely message from my mum and cousins and other people. Like it's been really amazing actually how many people have been with me on this journey. I feel like, spoiler alert for the 4th Harry Potter book and movie, but I'm hoping most of you have seen it. Towards the end, Harry's dueling with Voldemort, and all the people from his past, or, you know, his parents and whoever, come out and they're talking to him and they're giving him support, and then right at the end, they all sort of enter into his soul or heart or whatever you want to call it. And I feel like that's the moment I'm stepping into tomorrow. Just like all this support that I've had from people around me, it's all being sort of soaked up into me, and that's going to propel me. This might sound very like wishy-washy, but I don't know, it's how I'm feeling. And listen, if it's going to give me the strength and the energy, why not? Let me believe it. As I was walking back from my grandma's last night, I was thinking about sort of the different people that I'd want to maybe dedicate kilometres to, and I was just overwhelmed by how many people there were. It's really, I'm so touched. It really does mean a lot to me to be doing this, and, you know, the charity that I'm doing it for and the family members that I'm doing it for, but then to know how much love and support I am surrounded by. I mean, yeah, there's no words for it. I'm very lucky. And I do feel that, you know, basically every day, but especially tomorrow and sort of in the lead up, I'm feeling it. I've chatted for 10 minutes and we haven't even started race day yet, so I'm going to leave it here. And as I say, I'm going to try and timestamp everything from the moment I get up to finishing the race tomorrow. So I will see you then. I am sorry in advance if the sound quality isn't as great, because I will be filming from my phone. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
you ready to run? That was actually, and I have no lies, that was actually the loudest one yet. Thank you so much.
I can't see any signs for 1 kilometre, but my voice said it sort of 200 metres ago, so I'm going to trust that. I'm dedicating every kilometre to someone, and that first one was for my brother, who reopened a new restaurant today. Oh, and I'm listening to, I can't remember the name of it, it's like Dierentuin or something, by Zoo by Gabby. We're going downhill in a tunnel. I love this. I could do this for the whole race. Okay, somehow we've got to mile 2 without a 2 kilometre warning, but this tunnel is no longer fun. It's too long. The last kilometre was for my father, because it's Father's Day in Australia, so in honour of him, on to the next. Oh, and I'm listening to something from Come From Away, I think Blankets and Bedding. It looks like it's going to be terribly uphill in a moment, but also I realised mile 2 equals 3 kilometres. So the 3rd kilometre is for my mum, who's just the best. Just got to 4. That one was for my other brother, who likes sport, and I still don't understand why. I am struggling. And forgot to say, I've just finished listening to Bastu, and now it's Adrenalina. 5k for my sister, who has been awesome with uni. Oh, and for that one, I was listening to I Can Do Better Than That, and now I'm listening to Mama number 5. Okay, we've reached 6, and to be honest, I wasn't thinking about anyone or anything, but I'm going to dedicate it to my cousin, who this whole run is for anyway, and who I've been thinking about so much through it all. And I'm listening to Everybody Say Yeah from Kinky Boots. Kilometers, a 3rd of the way, and again I wasn't really thinking, but I'm going to give it to my cousin's family, who I've also been thinking about a lot during all this, and I'm still listening to Everybody Say Yeah. The 8th kilometre was for my new work colleagues, who've listened to me yap on about this for ages, and now I'm finally doing it, and I'll shut up forever. And I've been listening to Jesus of Suburbia for ages. I want it to be done. The 9th kilometre was for my grandma, who's just had a major surgery and is home and doing well, and I have no idea what song's playing. According to my phone I've hit 10, but I can't see any signs yet. But the 10th was for my Dutch grandpa, and I'm listening to Dance With You from the prom. I have no idea how far I am, I have no idea what's going on, but I did have to stop for a walk and some water because I'm not feeling good. Feeling a bit better now, but wasn't feeling good at all. Again, it says I've hit 11, but I've never seen a 10, so I don't know. But this one's for my British grandmother, who has been incredibly supportive. Oh, I'm struggling though, struggling big time, and I have no idea what I'm listening to. Okay, so Strava's all over the place, because I'm only just hitting 10k. Oh, why? But okay, this one is for my British grandfather, who I think about an awful lot. I think it just said 13 kilometres, but I have no idea. Either way, the next one is who I've been messaging loads recently, and it's been lovely. Oh, and I was listening to Welcome to Wonderland. There is an owl. I don't know what the owl is. I'm gonna give it a high five. Yeah! Woo! Mile 7 is ahead of me, so we're over halfway, which is something, but my gosh, this is not going as I wanted it to. It's hard. It's a terrible bridge! It's cold, but it's lovely. Alright, I'm struggling. I want to stop, but I'm at Tower Bridge, so we're going to cross it.
going, keep going.
I'm expecting to see Wayne, but I don't know where he is. Ah, Wayne!
Oh, no way! Just about!
I'm dying, it's so hard. That's giving me such a boost.
Oh, no way! Oh, no way! Just about! Oh, well done! You got this! Well done!
Obviously, that kilometre's for Wayne. There's a bunch of pacers who just passed me, and I don't understand how that's possible because it says 2 hours 15, and I'm definitely not doing it in 2 hours 15, but maybe because they went ahead of me. I'm now listening to I'd Rather Be Me. I have no idea what's happening with the kilometers. I have no idea how much I've got left to go, but I want to dedicate a mile to everyone who donated because we reached over £1,000 again, and I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for that. I'm still struggling, but at least I'm doing it. I don't know what this building is, but it's nice, so I'm going to share it. Mile 8, on from the 4th, the Jewish community. They've been amazing. Just had my first Lucozade, I think ever, and even though you shouldn't do new things on race day, I felt I needed it, and honestly, I do. I'm so warm, I just want to get to the end. Right, we're about to pass 15 kilometers, and I want to dedicate the next or the past kilometer just to artists, music artists, because music is really what's kept me going through all this. I just missed it. That was the sign, yay! And now water, good. So I am still really struggling, but I'm getting messages from my mum, and she's just so supportive. I mean, everyone is, but the messages I'm getting, I really need, and they've given me the energy to now keep running if I can. Countdown, we're at the end, we're the final stretch, kind of, maybe. Mile 10 is for literally anyone who has sort of been in touch with me in my life ever. People from school in Australia, from Holland, people on the ship, people in Greece, just everyone ever, because everyone really has impacted me, and I still think about people even if we're not in touch anymore. So just thinking about you guys now. Just a 5k to go. Should be easy, right? kilometers to go. And this last one was for the amateur crew. Love you guys. And a special shout out to who's also running a half marathon today. Probably doing much better than me, to be fair. I presume that was a kilometer, I don't really know. But I want to dedicate that one to Sam, who's also running a half marathon today in America. We are smashing it between us. Well, I'm not smashing it, but I'm doing it. I'm getting a bit emotional though, like getting towards the end now. Getting towards the end now, you know, final stretch, and I can't believe like I'm so close. We're gonna do this. Oh, and I was listening to Like a Party, but now I'm listening to It's Over again by Gabri. We're not even at 12 miles yet, but my knee is getting very, very sore. So I'm gonna walk for a little bit, or for quite a bit, and then try and do the last like kilometer, maybe even less, running, because obviously I want to finish on a run. But yeah, this is not good. Okay, I'm about to pass mile 12. That one's for her. And I am at 2 hours 40. So I'm hoping that I can get it under 3 hours. I'm expecting sort of 15 minutes because I do want to try and walk more just for my knee so that I can finish strong. But we shall see. I'm listening to Shout Out to My Ex, and then once it gets to the end of the song, I'm gonna try and start running and get all the way to the end. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this.
Keep on making your way safely through, guys. Recovery is in front of you. Look at Ace Ball. You'll get protein pouch and your Buxton natural mineral water. Look after yourself. 6th of September 2026.
Got the water, which I definitely want to drink, but also want to find the medal and Wayne. Oh, so cool. Oh, Lucas ate as well. Oh, thank you. Oh, two. I didn't run 2 half marathons. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. just sat down and I need it. My legs are so sore. I also haven't had a chance to drink anything, I'm gonna have to say. And they gave us this yogurt. Now I saw some people had strawberry, which I would have preferred, but I've got banana and I'm gonna have it because I think I need it. I am just going to perch here and hope that Wayne finds me, and then try and chat to my parents and just soak up the atmosphere. I do want to stretch my legs though because I am so sore. But at least I'm sat down now, so that feels good. Oh, but I did it! I did it! Crazy. I spoke to my parents, and it's a good thing that we were given these pouches because Wayne still isn't here, and it's meant that I've had a little snack. I haven't had all of it because it is just a bit sweet, and I'm not that hungry. I think I want something salty. I think I want my pretzels, but Wayne's got them. But I'm very grateful also for the drinks and everything. I have a lot of water. There's a mosquito bite. Oh no, well there is a mosquito, hopefully not a bite. My legs are so sore, my feet are so sore, everything is so sore. I want to find Wayne. I want Wayne to find me. My data also isn't very good, so I can't even like properly message him. I don't know what this is, but hopefully we'll see him soon. So apparently Wayne's found himself a 40-minute walk away from here, but we mentioned going home separately, which in theory I wouldn't be thrilled to do, but I would do. But I can't pay. I don't have any money on my phone. I don't use my phone for a card, and he's got my Oyster. So I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. I might just start exploring so that I can at least get a feel for what's happening here, and then maybe try and meet him halfway or something. The joys. Nothing's ever smooth.